welcome back to another episode of Toy Therapy. I'm the Toy Therapist, aka Matthew Vance, and today I'm going to do another, being a long-awaited WWE Championship collection review. And as you can see, I'm looking at Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, Mankind. Dude Love, whatever you want to give this guy a name. To be honest, Cactus Jack really stands out for me. Only because of Mankind, where he had some of his best feuds with The Undertaker, and that King of the Ring match is when he got thrown off by The Undertaker. Since then, I was like, okay, not because some of the insane stuff you do, but some of the great matches that he has and telling a story with his body. I thought, okay, you're on my radar, and I'm going to start looking into other things. And then I met with a good friend of mine, and he started showing me and telling me about other wrestling alternatives, which wasn't on my radar. At the time, I heard about them, but I've never had a chance to see them, and that was ECW. He started showing me a lot of Cactus Jack, and then I started going into the ECW as well, and I literally just fell in love with this wrestler, with this character. He was just so unorthodox, and because his body size is different and how he carried himself, I literally just fell in love with the character. But anyway, I can go on about Foley's little boy for quite a while, but let me just get round to the book, which I'm still quite sort of happy that they're acknowledging Cactus Jack. I'm really happy with that. And I just love Mick Foley. And I met Mick Foley a good number of years ago when he was doing his comedy tour. Absolutely gem of a guy as well. Absolutely gem. So you're getting a bit about Cactus Jack there. Some of his rivals and team-ups there, sort of all broken down as well. So which is quite cool. Yeah, but I always prefer the double arm DDT. I love the DDT as a move anyway, regardless. But the double arm DDT, just phenomenal. So you're getting a lot more about background of Cactus Jack when he was in WCW. Getting a bit more about him as well. And he is a well-known author as well, and to be honest, I've read his books. They're fantastic books. So if you've never really sort of read any Mick Foley's books, I would recommend them. And when I met him as well, I actually did get to sign it to Al Snow's biggest fan, just for a bit of fun. And when I met Al Snow, he loved the idea and he signed it as well for me as well. So that was quite cool. But good memorable moment there when he became the WWF champion in the height of the Attitude Era. That was really good. And I remember as well watching WCW at the time, and because at the time WWF was doing tape matches in the Monday Night Wars. A lot of people may know this, some people might not know this. They used to sort of call out the matches and say this, and they have little things on the bottom saying these were the results of the matches. And they referenced this match and they said this will put bums on seats. And that was one of the turning points of the Monday Night Wars, really, because a lot of people switched over to turn over just to see this as well, to see how that was going to happen. So there we go. Then you're getting a bit of Dude Love. Absolutely love Dude Love. It's just such a fun character, and I just love some of his memorable matches as well. I even loved his team up with Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. Then you're going to get some of his title reigns as well. The Mandible Claw is one of his moves. Like I said, I've never been a big fan of the Mandible Claw. Never been a big fan of it. But the double arm DDT, absolutely an astonishing move. So you're getting almost like the Road Gallery again, as well there. And to be honest, he's not the most gifted athlete on the WWE roster. He isn't. But he is the most charismatic in the ring with storytelling with his body. Some of the things that he's done, he had his part of his ear taken off when he got into, his head got into the top, rope to the ring as well. He had his part of his ear turned off, torn off. He got thrown off off the cage in King of the Ring, and chokeslam through the top of the cage, and his part of his tooth came out through his nose. Some of the injuries this guy has had is just nuts. And here we go, and there's Mankind at my absolute best. This is what I love. I even got this figure as well in the doll pack with the Rock and Sock collection. I've got another pack coming as well, because now they introduced it now into the collection, and I'm gonna have another Mick Foley, and I'm gonna do the old ring, the wrestling ring gear, just put a bit of paint and then just look like he's just painted on the referee stripes as well. So you got that there. And you got the empty arena bra, the halftime heat. That is another favourite match of mine. Absolutely love it. Just love the whole setup, the empty arena match as well. And that was just comedy value. And The Rock wasn't in the best shape at the time. That's the reason why he wasn't wearing his wrestling trunks. He was wearing like a tracksuit bottoms and a crop top sort of thing. He wasn't at his best physical shape. But then you're going to get some more matches as well, would recommend. But then you're going to get the King of the Ring 1999, and that is just etched in history. So I would recommend that as well. And as well, you're going to get a bit of Halloween Havoc. Cactus Jack versus Vader. He had some of his greatest rivalries with Vader as well. I think there was a couple of injuries as well that way. As well, I think Mick Foley had a broken nose. There was a part in the corner of the ring where Vader was literally unloading with, I think it was lefts. I think he actually broke Mick Foley's nose as well in that match, and he carried on. And now this is what something that has been missing in this collection. A bit more about the WWE women. Okay, yes, we are getting the figurines of the women as well, but I would like to see more. I'd like to see Natalia. I would like to see Alundra Blaze. I'd love to see Miss Elizabeth, like the managers as well. I'd love to see all that. So I wanted to see more of this. Not because of equality or anything like that, but the women had a massive role in the WWF and WWE. I'd like to see more of this, and please keep this coming. And as well, you get a nice picture of Mick Foley in the back as well, and I love that t-shirt. But anyway, enough of the book. Like I say, I only flicked for it, but the main thing at the moment is the figurine. Mine's got a little bit of a problem, so let me just get into focus. The transfer, if I bring it there, hasn't gone on properly. I might have to use a bit of tweeze and then just flip that over. It is a bit difficult to see there, but the transfer is a lovely print. But anyway, just looking at that, if you compare this to this, spot on likeness, and I will say that it is a really good spot on likeness. I mean, it would have been nice if they had the other trunks where you had some like the print, the snake skin print going down there maybe, but to be honest, Mick Foley has never really had flash ring gear. I mean, except for the only thing Flash he's ever worn really was the flannel shirt and his Dude Love attire. But anyway, but I still think this is a very good likeness. It could have done with a couple of scars maybe, but that face sculpt and paint work is superb. Absolutely adore it. And they captured him so well. Everything about this figure. I think, I will say this now, I will put this up there as #1 in the figures. I really will. I think at the moment now, this is my new favourite. Not because of Cactus Jack, not because it's Mick Foley, but I think quality-wise, definitely one of the best. So as you can see, really good face sculpt there. It would have been nice if they expanded a bit more about the psyche there of Mick Foley. That would be nice as well. But we all know the history of Mick Foley is so well documented. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say on the figure. I've got The Miz to review next, and I will do that one very, very soon. So stay tuned. So please, if you can, give me a like, share, subscribe. It'd be fantastic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys and girls next time.